Good morning, everyone. It's Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. It was Father's Day actually yesterday. I hope, if you have a father that you were able to spend some time with him. And if you are a father, I hope you had a really good day. And for those of us, that our father has passed on, I hope that you were able to, spend some time just reflecting on your father, your dad, or your father figure. I reflected on my dad yesterday and thought about him, and he was such a character, and I really miss him so much. So I spent time yesterday just reflecting on him and thinking about all the times that we had. And one of the things I loved about him was his laughter. He had just the most infectious laughter ever was. And every time I think about him and the way he laughed, I have to laugh. So I tried to think of something really positive that would make me smile about him yesterday. So that was a good day for me to think about him. So like I said, today's Monday. It's a new day, starting a new week. I hope everyone's week ahead is going to be a blessed one. And so what are we going to talk about today? I just noticed something. I have got a big messy bun this morning, but that's okay. I'm messy anyway. I just twisted it up and threw it up, and this is what I got. But that's okay. Maybe the messy buns are in style, I guess. But anyway, so something else I done this weekend was I cooked about 5 big bundles of kale. And why that's a big deal to me is because it's been about 7 years since I have ate kale. And I have always loved it, but due to medical reasons, I was not supposed to be eating kale. And but this was given to me, so I was going to cook it, and I did. And it was delicious. I didn't eat a whole lot, so what I'm going to do is just eat a little bit at a time throughout the week. And then I'm just really going to enjoy it. But it was so good. And I also made a batch of brownies for my husband. And somehow those brownies scorched just in the middle. All the round edges was nice and everything, but just in that little middle, they didn't really burn. It was just scorched. And I'm not sure why. They were dark chocolate brownies, and I had sprinkled peanut butter chips on top. And I noticed some of the peanut butter chips had got a little bit scorched, so that may have been the reason. Excuse me. But so I made brownies this weekend for him. But I didn't really do anything big and exciting this weekend. But that's why I like it. I hope you had a good weekend. You can let me know what you did this weekend. And I was thinking, on my last video, I talked about my sister and how she's the big crafter of the two of us. She makes those primitive crafts, and I was telling you about how she makes the primitive crafts, and she is so good at it. So I'm back in my kitchen now, so I can show you a few of those. On my table, I keep like a little lazy Susan, and I keep these on, but I wanted to show them to you. Something that she's made for me, and I just love, and they look so realistic, is old-fashioned oat bread. I'm going to show you this. Old-fashioned oat bread. Doesn't that look real? Look at this. And these are made out of just cans that you... like vegetable cans or just cans, food cans, and once you empty them and wash them out, like I said, what she calls grubbies, she grubbies them up, makes them look old, and these look like they are rusted, like old rusted cans, but they're not. They were new. She just washed them, and I don't know her technique or how she made them or anything. I just know that this is oatmeal, that somehow she got to stick on this, and I think this may be some kind of foam that she put in there, and then she put oatmeal on it, and there's some kind of glaze, but I'm not sure how she does this stuff. She just does it. And so she just puts her ribbons and her little tags and everything on there, and it looks like real oat bread that you would have made in a can. Isn't that neat? I just love them. So I got another one from her because I got this one, and then when I brought it home, I told her, I said, I'm going to need another one. So I got a smaller one. And this one she called canned bread. Put that tag in the way. It says canned bread. And she even makes the tags, and the tags look old too. So this is another vegetable can that she has made look like it's rusted and old, 100 years old maybe. And again, looks like oats or something on top that maybe somebody has baked in a can. And she's put the primitive looking ribbon on it and her own little wreath heart. And I wanted to show you those two cans because I just love them, and I keep them on my table. And also, something else she made, and this is really neat. This looks like a loaf of bread. Now look at this. This was a new pan that looks, now she has grubbied it up to make it look like this pan is 50 years old or more. So she's put a ribbon around it. And also she made me a little tag. It says, made with love to my sis, from your sis. Wasn't that sweet? And it just says, give us this daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. And it looks like a loaf of bread that's been baked in this old rusted pan. But like I said, everything is new. But she just makes it look like it's 100 years old. It's primitive crafts. And I want to show that to you. I just love it. She's just so talented. She can do that stuff. She's made some other stuff, and I'll show it to you as time goes on. But I just love it. Actually, she made me some tea bags. Because, y'all know me, if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, that I love my tea. So she made me some tea bags. I'm going to pause this and go to the other side of the kitchen and show you my tea bags. Okay, so I'm on the other side of my kitchen. And this is a shelf that I keep my little tea canisters. And if you can see, this is my little tea canisters. And she made me these little tea bags to go up on my shelf. And they look like old tea bags. There's a shadow from my phone, so I hope you can see this. I'm going to put this down here so you see. It says Country Kettle Orange Pekoe Tea. I wish that shadow wasn't in there, but I can't help it. Can you see that? And I love them. And she stuffs them to make them look like there's tea in those bags. And here's another one. This one says Teacup, Finest Tea for Company. So I wanted to show you some of the stuff she has made for me. Okay, I'm back on the other side of my kitchen. So yeah, she's just really talented, and I just love everything that she does. I'm still working on my crafts, my envelopes. I'm trying to get into more paper crafts right now. Like I said, I used to do crafts years ago, and then I just got busy with other things, and I'm going to try to pick up my crafts and do more. So I'm working on making cards and envelopes, and I'll show you some as I get them done. I'm still working on them and practicing. I don't know why I have to make something easy so difficult, but that's just the way I am. So yeah, I'll show you some stuff as I work on it. I read a poem. I found it on the internet a few days ago, and I really liked it, and it's just something I wanted to share with you. And I'll probably share, because I love to write. I do write poems. I write little stories. I'm actually into songwriting, so that's a little something I wanted to share with you. And I may share some of my stuff from time to time with you, but this is a poem that I actually found on the internet that I liked, and I wanted to share it with you. So let me read it to you. It says, if today gets difficult, remember the smell of coffee, the way sunlight bounces off a window, the sound of your favorite person's laugh, the feeling when a song you love comes on, the color of the sky at dusk, and that we are here to take care of each other. Isn't that really inspirational? I just wanted to share that with you. It just picked me up that day I read it, and so yeah, if you're having a difficult day, let's try to think of something positive. Even the simple things, like a smell of coffee. If you like coffee, maybe your favorite flavor. Just think about that, or something that you just enjoy. Like it says, the sunlight bouncing off a window. Um, think about something in nature that you like. Flowers in the field. I love wildflowers. When I'm out traveling, sometimes I'll even stop on the side of the road and take photos, or just stop and look at the wildflowers. Um, it's just the little simple things in life sometimes that will pick us up. So yeah, I just want to share that with you today. Like I said, I do write. I'm not a big writer or anything. I don't think I have anything published, um, but I do have some things, like some songs that I have some copyrights on that I would like to share with you sometime. But I just wanted to come in and do a short video this morning, this Monday morning, and say I hope you have a blessed week ahead, and I hope your day is going great so far. And as always, God loves you, and so do I.